Income is tracked from within each month's income tracking worksheet. Here you see sections for interest, dividends, and other income. Any revenue tracked in these areas automatically fills into the appropriate month of the full year view budget worksheet. Going back to the income tracking worksheet for January, I want to scroll down past the section for other income and draw your attention to the heading name number 1 and further point out that there are 5 weeks which can be tracked for name number 1 as well as for name number 2. Income tracked in these sections is mostly information from your paycheck. What you are tracking is your gross amount and then deductions that were set up in the full year view income worksheet either by default or by being directly typed into. In the full year view income worksheet, let me explain the income tracking sections titled name number 1 and name number 2 and point out that these two headings can be edited to change the current heading text to whatever name you would like. Switching back over to the income tracking worksheet for January, let's start by making an entry for gross amount. Then, referring to your paycheck, you would make entries for federal income tax, state income tax, Medicare, and so on. You could see that income deductions are subtracted from the gross amount and that the calculation appears in the cell for net amount. As you track each of your paychecks, you'll simply be repeating this process in each section under the name for which you are tracking. Let me show you where these income categories and deductions appear in both the full year view budget and the full year view income worksheets. Here you see your expense categories and deductions that were previously entered in the full year view income worksheet. All values tracked from each month's income tracking worksheet are accumulated and appear here in the appropriate months column. Deductions tracked from each month's income tracking worksheet also appear in the full year view budget worksheet in expense categories that were defined for payroll deductions associated with the name number 1 and the name number 2 defined in the full year view income worksheet. Going back to the full year view budget worksheet, you'll notice there is no gross amount shown in the payroll deduction areas. And that's because we're only accounting for deductions, and in this section, those amounts accumulate as a total here. Finally, if you scroll back to the top, you'll find accumulated tracked income amounts displayed here and see that they are used in calculations found at the very bottom of the full year view budget worksheet, where total expenses and income short or extra are displayed.